Welcome back. We are shifting back to education on our show this Tuesday. And right now, schools are in a bit of a crisis. It's really difficult to be able to balance everything that they have thrown at them, especially in regards to health and safety. Restrictions that are happening at local, national levels can be a bit of a crisis situation. I recently spoke with Rebecca Hodgdon all about this, about the state of our schools, both nationally and locally. Here's our conversation.
Living through a pandemic has heightened the awareness for many parents around the issues of health and safety in the schools their children attend. Joining us to discuss the state of our schools and how we can make our schools healthy and safe is Rachel Hodgdon, President and CEO of the International Well Building Institute. Thanks for joining us, Rachel.
Thanks so much for having me, Christine.
How do you describe the state of our schools right now?
Pretty darn terrible. Our school facility infrastructure was already facing a national emergency, and then COVID-19 took a long-term bad situation with our school buildings and made it truly urgent. We've just published the 2021 State of Our Schools report with the 21st Century School Fund and the National Council on School Facilities, and we shine a light on the severe and chronic underinvestment to the tune of $85 billion a year that is eroding our country's ability to provide safe, healthy, and sustainable schools. That's up 85% since the 2016 report.
And our station is located in Utah. What's the state of our schools in this region right here?
Yeah, I mean, Utah is certainly no exception. Utah has 41 public school districts and operates over 900 public schools. And the state is underinvesting by almost $1 billion in its public school facilities every year. And at this level of underfunding, districts in Utah are just not able to meet good stewardship standards for health and for safety and for sustainability. And across the state, spending is extremely inequitable. For Utah's rural districts, they're receiving a startling $5.4 million less per school than suburban districts. And that's simply not fair.
This report found some stark inequities in how schools are funded and who gets that funding. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's not just Utah. That prevails all across the United States. Students in communities who have the least suffer the most. High poverty communities are receiving substantially less than districts serving wealthier communities. Rural districts are particularly disadvantaged, as are those who serve higher populations of Black and brown students. And what we know is that the longer we wait, the more expensive it is to fix these problems. And we're falling further and further behind in our ability to offer every child a quality education.
So where do we go from here, and what can concerned parents and community members and teachers all do to help?
Well, there's real promise on the horizon, and this is a moment when parents, teachers, and concerned individuals can make a real difference because there's $82 billion on the table for school facilities improvements in the infrastructure bill that's currently being debated in Congress. So what those individuals should do is pick up the phone, call their senators and their representatives, and make sure that that money stays in the bill and goes to the communities that need it the most.
And where can we find more information?
You can visit stateofourschools2021.org, where you can download a free copy of the report and a state-specific profile so that you can figure out exactly what's happening in your neck of the woods.
Well, thank you so much, Rachel Hodgdon, for joining us today. I appreciate this important discussion about the state of our schools right now. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, Christine.